Good morning, everybody. Scott Mayboy here. Hope you're having a great day. Taking a quick walk before class starts at 9 o'clock for me. A couple of things. Just read an article this morning and had already also posted something on annuities. I think it was yesterday. I'll post the thing I read this morning when I get a chance. But, effectively, are annuities good or bad? And I would argue they're neither. It's just another financial tool to consider when you're saving for retirement and what are your priorities, and is income more important than net gain or paper gains actually? I would say certainly. Is having an income that covers a fixed portion of your expenses for life, no matter how long that life is, a relief for some people who don't have to worry about what the stock market's doing, what the how that impacts their available assets to withdraw from, especially if they're using a fixed withdrawal percentage. When your portfolio goes down, you're pulling out less. So are annuities great or are they bad? Neither. It's a tool. I think there are some pros with annuities, and I know many people would say there's cons, but the article I read this morning was interesting in that if you describe what an annuity does for most people in terms of lifetime income, tax-deferred growth, that type of thing, most people are like, hey, sign me up. If you tell people, by the way, I just described an annuity to you, they're like, oh no, heard they're terrible. So I think there's some innate bias in the word annuity. They have a bad reputation, and I also think it's undeserved and unearned. So while an annuity may not be right for everybody, and it's certainly not something that you would want to put 100% of your assets in, it's also not a bad counterbalance to other things you're doing. And that's the key. It's a counterbalance to other things you're doing, not the thing you're doing. So that's one. Two, there was an article I published yesterday or shared yesterday that talked about, does your PCP take Medicare? Increasingly, they're not, because they're not paid well. I have a lot of people, when I sit with them, I see Dr. Jones, and I want the Tufts plan, or I want the Harvard Pilgrim plan, or I want the Fallon plan. And my question is, does Dr. Jones take that? Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she takes Harvard Pilgrim's non-Medicare HMO, or Tufts non-Medicare HMO. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's in the Tufts Medicare HMO or the Harvard Pilgrim HMO. The Medicare network of doctors can be different at the same carrier for different plans, and Medicare HMOs certainly fall into that category. For people who don't want to deal with that at all, you look at a supplement. No network. If your doctor takes Medicare, they have to see you. So nice and easy, but it comes with a higher fixed cost. So you got to weigh, is it worth that flexibility to not have to worry about a provider's network? And for some people, absolutely. For others, no, they'd rather save the $200 a month and deal with a network, especially if we find a plan that their doctor takes. So if Dr. Jones takes United Healthcare and Fallon, there's no reason to sign up for Harvard Pilgrim or Blue Cross or any of the other plans available, because Dr. Jones doesn't take it. So Dr. Jones told you, as a patient, I take these two plans. If you want to remain my patient on a Medicare HMO, those are the two plans you have to choose from. And then it's up to you and I to figure out what's the best plan based on your locale, other providers, what medications you take. But that's how that all works. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out. Thank you very much. Have a great day, everybody, and be well.